What is good, champs? Champion Trucker coming back at you with a new video, and today we're gonna go ahead and run that intro. Go ahead and follow me on Instagram, also Twitter, and subscribe, like the video. And we had to start off this night because it's actually 9:30 at night, and I got to pick up my load at 11 p.m. So I slept during the day. It is Labor Day, but we starting it watching a little Daquan Wilshire game, and you already know. But we're gonna head on to the truck, get hooked up, and all that stuff. So let's keep going. All right, champs, we over here. Gotta go ahead and see my second tractor. My first one was called Nessie. I'm not too sure what I should call this one. Let me know in the comments down below what we should name the new and improved International. Oh man, hey, we're gonna hop in here. We're gonna do our pre-trip and all that stuff. Hey, let's go ahead and show y'all everything that I got in here. Alright guys, so LED lights, I love them. Oh my god, if you guys want to know what it is, let me know down in the comments down below. I'm gonna strap you guys to my chest. We're gonna do a whole entire pre-trip before we take off. Make sure, I don't care how old you are into this industry, do a pre-trip. I found one of my lights out by doing a pre-trip. Hey, all right, let's get after this. I always use gloves, man. Always use gloves. You know, the one time I don't use my gloves, I cut up my hand on accident. I was like, dang, how can this be? I always check the lights. Make sure to check my lights up above. Y'all can't see that, but check the lights. All right, I'm just checking. Looks like my windshield washer fluid needs to be kind of re-upped. Few things look good over here. Fuel water separator, air lines and stuff like that. Also, hey, just because you went to school and you think, oh, I don't need to remember these things, you actually do, man. You actually do. So I'm not done yet. Obviously I got my tires. There's two things I could do to check the tire pressure. Obviously the common one is to slam it. Shit, I gotta go around. Damn it. But it's to slam it with like a hammer or something like that. But the better way for me is this tool right here. JB Hunt. I had no idea. Obviously, in your car, you have a tire pressure thing. So you check it, and you make sure that it's 80, right? Above 80. So that is, we're good there. And so what I'm gonna do is for all of them, just check all of them. So I'm glad I checked it. That one needs air. So when I go to the pilot, I'm gonna put air in that one. Air in that one too. That's good. That's how you know you got good air pressure. So two out of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 2 out of the 6 sections so far needs air. Yep, so 2 out of the 6 sections needs air. And we're gonna get that once we go to the pilot and fuel up. Alright, so we're here at the distribution center for my account. What I do is I always get out, check the level. Doesn't matter if I've been doing this quite a bit. I'm definitely always gonna wind this down, making sure that I don't high hook or anything like that. I just take the proper precautions not to mess up if I can have a minimal mess up day, that would be preferable. So what I do is, you know, I just check it, make sure it's about a good height. I'm gonna wind it down probably one more. All right, 2, that's it. And then before I even hook to it, you have to open up, make sure you have the equipment, since if you guys haven't seen my other truck to truck transfer vlog, go check that out. But we have equipment in here, and that roller, let me show you guys. All right, that roller right there, and the 2 stands. One time I didn't check and I didn't have the stands. That was a long time ago, and I always make sure to check it. I always just grab one box, and this is for Kentucky, where we're going, London, Kentucky. So we'll just hop out of here. It's a nice cold 20-degree temperature. Another thing is I gotta get my seal, but I also check, you know, the fuel level. So the fuel level is about 3/4 full. Then I check the degrees. It's set to 20. It's at 24 right now, most likely because I opened it. I'm gonna go ahead and back up and then hook up to the trailer. So as you guys saw when I back up, one, it lifts my legs up, or the landing gear legs up, and then I have a flashlight that I bought, but I keep on forgetting that I leave it in my car. I go underneath, I check the 5th wheel, and then also the locking pin, all that stuff, make sure that it's all good, and it is surrounding the locking. It is surrounding the 5th wheel, and this is just how I do it. Next, I'm just gonna put my lines on. All right, that's just how I do it. You know, everybody does it differently, I think, but I mean, for the most part, I think I just do it the general way. I'm gonna grab my seal. All right, we're gonna put the seal on. Actually, all right, so the next thing I'm gonna do is just wind my landing gear up. I'm hoping that this seal in my pocket doesn't fall out. One thing that I have always done is I check my other leg, making sure that that one goes up too. And some people, I've seen one person wind it down, leave, and then the trailer, you know, one of the legs didn't actually catch or go down. Also check my lights. That one, since my 4-ways are on, I could check, making sure that all my lights are going on, the top lights are good. Since I'm back here checking my lights, I put my seal on here. And make sure, this is a big one right here, the license plate light. A lot of people forget about this. This is a newer trailer, but regardless, we're gonna go ahead and check
We're gonna go ahead and check everything for it. I'm gonna grab my hammer. We're just gonna tap them. This is actually just a pull arm to release the locking pins. Not too bad. That reefer unit, I'm so used to it, but it is loud when you're trying to like record. Another thing is this right here. This keeps this door from flapping open and whatnot. We don't keep any equipment in here at all. We used to back in the day, but a lot of those doors don't stay closed. So yeah. See that guy, he came after me, but I didn't see him do everything you're supposed to do. So that's about it. What we're gonna do now is I'm gonna slide my tandems, get my load call in, and we're gonna hit the road heading to London, Kentucky. All right, so pretty much we're gonna be starting in Indianapolis and then heading on down south, heading to London, Kentucky. So that's just a little bit of what we're doing. I am going to again slide my tandems, do all that stuff. I'm gonna shut these lights off and everything like that for the long drive. Oh man. And then once we get there, it's a truck to truck transfer, so I might get that footage, I might not, I'm not too sure. But what I do know is we're gonna get some road footage. Obviously I'll just be setting my camera up there, not talking, not interacting with it or anything like that. And then once we get there, we'll have an update. All right, champs, stay tuned. Alright champs, one of my favorite things, since I'm actually going to be maybe over an hour early, I'm going to go ahead and get some fuel. But the best part about this is that I can get my points and just type in this code. Some of y'all know that, but with JB Hunt, they give us a fuel card. You set it up with Pilot. You have designated pilots that you have to go to, but with that being said, Toast Points is actually making you get paid in a certain way. Anyway, so we're going to fuel up. And yeah. And like I said, this morning we're gonna air up as well and wash out our windows because they're a little dirty, very dirty actually. The heck is that? Looks like somebody took a piss. Alright. So while it's fueling, typically I go ahead and grab this thingy, whatever this is called, let me know. What they like, window wiper thing? I don't know. This I just go ahead and let a little bit more go in there just to verify that's full, and then I start on my right side of the tractor. I put it up, and since I can attach this, but I'm like, oh well. But it's kind of like a formula that I have, since they don't just dangle down here. I always start on this side, and I never want to pull the fuel line or forget or anything like that, and it's worked for me. So next thing I'm gonna do is get the depth and for about half a tank it was $311. And I'm just registering that mine because obviously someday in the future I will be an owner operator and I want to be a fleet owner, so I just keep tabs of that. Of course things will change and whatnot, so to be honest I like these handles, the Husky. The other ones suck. I don't know why. They're like the worst thing on a thing ever. And this Pilot for some reason is always typically out of depth or something like that. Okay, it's gonna be like that then. There we go. There we go. Alright, like I said, we didn't need too much. I typically keep my depth full because I don't, the sensor is, you know, right now with parts and stuff like that, it's hard to get a depth sensor, so mine's is out on this one. But that's kind of common with internationals. At least I've had 3 internationals that had the same kind of problem. All right, so let's head to officially London, Kentucky. Truck transfer done here in London, Kentucky, and so pretty much I wanted to film it, but unfortunately my GoPro died while coming over here. But what we're gonna do is close everything up. The truck-to-truck transfer is pretty much using these rollers over there, and then the 2 stands, and pretty much just sliding the box overs. Now there was individually 389 boxes that I had to transfer over to the other truck. So the last stop is in I think Jefferson, Kentucky. I'm not too sure, I might be wrong. I'm gonna go ahead and close the store. We're gonna head over to our next stop where I will record that one. So there won't be any kind of like vehicle or pretty much time lapsing of me getting there, but at least you guys will see me in action over there. So I'll catch you guys at our next stop. Make sure to hit the like button. Like seriously, have you not done it? This is great content. And subscribe. don't subscribe, but you like. That's very weird. Anyway, let's head on over. All right, champs, we made it to actually Jeffersontown, Kentucky. Hopefully I even said that right. But pretty much this is a difficult dock. I'm gonna show you guys what you have to do just to get into it, because it's like, dang gun. I've done it twice. First time was super easy. Second time, I don't know, maybe my brain had like a poop brain. That's what it's called? Let me put you guys down right there. And what I'm gonna do is I'll set you guys up on this little tripod thingy majigger, and then you guys will see how I do it. And like, I'm not gonna say like this is for everybody, this is how I do it. And then my ELD just decided to restart itself like a genius that it is. Just gotta love it, right? And like, typically it'll reset itself and say, oh, okay, hey, it's been like 5 minutes, you haven't moved, and it'll automatically give me that time back, but for some reason it's not doing it. I don't know why, but it is what it is. So like I said, I'm gonna set you guys on this tripod. You guys will see me back how I do it. I'll show you guys first around here. So let me put you on here. All right, so this is pretty much all the space I got. This is the front. I'm gonna pull up just a little bit more, but this is all the space I have. And you would think, oh, the dock's down that way, like a little past the cars. Nah. Nope. It is right here. So it's exactly right there. So I gotta quickly turn it around, quickly get around it, and do that. Hopefully I don't have poop brain today. You guys will be able to see me back and how I do it from this position right here. I think this is a good little area, and you guys should be able to see me do all the backing. All right. right, so that was real time. That I shouldn't have sped it up and everything like that. Typically I have my tractor straight, but I'm not gonna complain, you know. I'll just do a pull up and all that stuff. But typically when you have this much space, it's kind of difficult. But I've been doing it for such, you know, for a while now. It only took me about, I think, like 4 minutes to back up to this dock. Some days it might take me 30. It's just because I got that poo brain. So what I'm gonna do is I'll strap you guys to my chest. We're gonna go in here, unload it, and then pretty much we're gonna be calling it a day. I'm gonna hurry because I only have like 2 hours left to my clock, and I want to get home. So yeah. All right, champ. So pretty much I'm ahead of schedule, so nobody's really here, which is all right with me, you know. One thing I do for this DC, or majority of them, is I separate. Come on, there we go. I separate the orders, or I separate the routes that they have, just because, you know, they're pretty nice here and whatnot. Okay, there we go. All right, it's a little packed in there, but we'll do what we have to. This door is heavy as heck, man. Damn, it's okay, heavy. I'm always scared that will come off its rails. Oh man, pray to God that never happens. All right, and I think this button, I think it works. No, this is the one that doesn't work. Dang it. Well, alternatively, we have this light that I don't think works. Oh well, we don't need the light. We're going in blind. Stuff off to the side. I thought while I was in the truck, I thought something fell over, to be honest. I thought a whole pallet fell over, and I was gonna be so, not gonna lie, I was gonna be upset. Too much because I'm gonna end up taking that anyway. All right, so one thing that I want to talk about is something that I've noticed within the trucking industry. Some people are leaving it. Prominent YouTubers are leaving it. Some people are coming back. And if you're within the trucking YouTube space, you already kind of know those big names. One thing that I was confused about is certain big people left while it was good. Man, something scared me. Some people left while it was good for them, and then when a bad season hit, they didn't stay. And I can understand that, but at the same time, it's kind of like me. I set my expectations for the trucking industry kind of high. I thought trucking was an industry where, you know, you're widely respected off rip, just like any other kind of job, sales, stuff like that, where that isn't the case. You have to put in time and whatnot. Now, just to let you guys know, usually it's easier for me to operate one of these electric jacks, but this one's kind of messed up. So it's hard for me to turn it and stuff without it jerking and doing like unnecessary. That right there was unnecessary what it just did. But until you held one of these, then you would understand. But this isn't a smooth rider. And I also got comments like, oh, you jump around a lot. And I already addressed this. I know a lot of people are probably new and whatnot. And you're finding me because of these vlogs. And I've already addressed my core audience that's been rocking with me for some time. But I'm not gonna be jumping anywhere anytime soon when it comes to trucking, just because I know how much I did jump. So thank you for letting me know something I was already aware of. I don't know, some people like to point out the obvious, even if you take the time to actually watch the other content. But I understand it's YouTube, and if you're just watching this again, you're watching another vlog, or you know the person who commented it. I am fully aware of it. The reason for me jumping around was I wanted to know exactly what I wanted to do within the trucking industry at an early start, at an early point, so that I'm not sitting here 10 years at the same job wondering what if food service was better, what if fueling like a tanker was better. That's the only field that I haven't, that and flatbed, I haven't really got into. Flatbed doesn't interest me at all, to be honest. This thing is so dang insensitive, it doesn't want to turn the way I want it to. Also, to address another thing, some of you guys have been wondering, hey man, how much are you getting paid? You have to unload it, you have to do this, so you must be getting paid, right? Well, that kind of information, I will disclose when I have a Patreon. Now, my Patreon isn't just going to be about how much I got paid or nothing like that. It will actually provide value. It'll also teach you, if you want to start your own trucking YouTube, how to get into the algorithm and whatnot. So I could make a course or something like that, because obviously I feel like getting to 2,000 subscribers, very strategic in the way I did it, not making a lot of videos and very inconsistent. Even with all these abnormalities, I was still able to create an audience, and some of you guys have a great journey that you want to share, but you don't know how to build a community. I have 10 years of YouTube experience, where I started when I was a kid, and I was a failure at first, but I figured out the best way to become entertaining or provide value and whatnot. So with that all being said, man, they jacked this whole entire thing up, man. With that being said, I'd like to pass that on to the people willing and actually do like live consultations. Obviously, since I'm not a big YouTuber, it's not going to cost a lot, but I do want to get that out to those that really are gonna take it serious, and that's why a paywall like a Patreon is worth it. Now, back to the first topic before we end this whole entire unloading experience. People leaving and entering the industry again. I'm happy to see that some of the bigger names within the trucking industry, they did their time. They're happy to, you know, take on YouTube full time. I'm really happy about that, and I'm also happy that people are returning. I believe that, especially young YouTubers, some of you guys that are veterans, you don't like the fact that we're YouTubers or anything like that on the side, but I can't tell you how many people reached out to me and asked me certain questions and guidance, and it helps them change the course of their life, be it that may short term, it still changes their life at a certain degree. I'm gonna go ahead and pick up these pallets right here. I had made a video about the 5 benefits to trucking. I believe it's a great video. I know it's not gonna hit the algorithm like a trucking vlog and whatnot like that, but again, those benefits, they're very simple, but they're actually extremely beneficial to anybody that truly wants to get into trucking as a full-time thing. Even if it's just for a year, hit the road, save money, and then figure out what you want to do after that. Alright, with that being said, I shut it off. I'm gonna actually move it. Hang on. Move it over just a little bit. Out of me. Shut it off, let it charge. And we're gonna clean up all this stuff out of our trailer, because when we drop off this trailer, they don't want trash in here. You guys get a face full of trash. Recycled paper only. Oh, this looks like a trash. Alright, let's close this up. I'm gonna go ahead and put in our load call that we're finished. And we're gonna, don't let the door slam. Don't let the door slam. It's not a, number one, it hurts my ears. Number two, it'll damage the door over time. Turn off the light, because that, we found it with the light off, we turned the light off. Lock this up, I already signed in. So when you go to a distribution center like this one, you have to sign in, use the sign-in paper sheet. So you always do that. Getting in here was a little tough because the dang gonna key didn't want to let me in. I was like, oh man, please don't stress me out. But all right guys, I'm gonna go ahead and pack up everything and head back home to Indianapolis. Now this is a favorite part. Actually, this is my favorite part about the day. Telling this reefer unit, shut up. So loud, shut up. But yeah, there's not enough room to turn around here, so you gotta kind of maneuver facing your right. I could have threw out the trash out here. Oh well. Such as life. All right, so we'll do a time lapse back to Indianapolis, and then yeah, we'll call it a day.
I know that I don't wanna do right. Things get hard when you're all alone, and you feel the feeling of loneliness tugging on. Do you wanna fill your life with phones and nights and everything? But that's the most moment where you can grow. Oh, I'm just asking God, can you guide me right? I'm feeling low, feeling alone, and this loneliness knows how to get me.